If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at villageXchange@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the Village, Facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch. Buy our merch indeed. Oh, look at this, guys. We're almost there. Oh, you can't really see because everything's black in here. We're so close to delivering this child. Okay, all right, we have DJ Franco is our DJ tonight. He is putting up a pretty badass stream. Except for the last song I had to give a low rating to. Sorry, Franco. We have Testament up now. World War III. I'm sure that this is going to strike up a interesting conversation from Vinny. Babe. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying.
So
that's what I'm on right now.
Yeah, but the way I said it, right?
What you want?
The location?
Yeah. I'm with it. I'm all lined up right now according to Poli-Sci 88. Until Poli-Sci 88 let the cat out of the bag.
Please, you know what? I have to say, I do feel a little bit insulted by that because, like,
really?
Like I would let you get into coke around our kids. You know what I mean? Like
you would let me.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would do something about that.
This girl out here thinking it's 1842. What you mean you would let me, ma'am?
You know what I mean?
What you mean,
I would
massa?
do something. I would be like, this is not work. No.
Testament World War III. DJ Nick in the house. I'm lying to you. It's DJ Mike Franco. DJ Nick is always on Friday. Shout out to DJ Nick. Still gotta reach out to my boy. Shout out to Austin Travis. I love that little profile pic, bro. Like it's just straight gangster shit. Look at that.
Oh
Boom.
Yeah. That's
very
good.
simple.
That's good.
Very simple.
That's good. Okay, World War III by Testament for the big homie Mike Franco. And then we have Avenged Sevenfold. Woo!
That's your band. Let's go. Yes. More.
Heavy.
I knew a little bit was coming.
Before they reach the underground.
2020. Good catch, Jimmy.
Such an abrupt ending.
I know. Just, not a ring out, no ring out.
Nope.
Actually, that song that we have, there's no ring out. It just
That's true.
That's just gonna be hard, bro.
Yep.
That's gonna be hard.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys are gonna love it.
Yo, everybody in our inner circle is a fucking savage, bro.
Why so
Amy.
mean?
Whoop.
Okay.
Okay.
Device of Doom, pure savagery. Okay, so we're talking about World War III.
Hold on. Okay. So you didn't like the previous thrash song. I will say this thrash song was a little bit more intricate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Relative to... You just missed Testament, DJ. You also missed one of the most savage moments in the history of Vin and Sori, but we continue. Go ahead. We had 300 people, and then we played... I forgot the name of the band. I think it was Shadows Fall. We had 300 people. We had 350 people. We immediately went to 50 people in the middle of Shadows Fall. But it had nothing to do with Shadows Fall. It was something else. Something going on beyond the scene. Okay. So what did you think about the metal this time? What did you think about the heaviness this time?
Okay, I definitely
go
thought.
ahead, be honest.
I definitely
No,
thought
go
this
ahead.
was better. I am. I definitely thought.
No, go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say.
I definitely thought this one was better than the last one.
You dumb butt. It took you a very long time to figure out what was occurring. Go ahead.
But I was thinking I don't like the song really either. But this is not like I don't not like it like I didn't like the other one.
You really didn't like that other.
The
song.
other one was. I mean, I laughed at it. I mean, that's how much I did.
Right.
But this one's not like that. This one, for some reason, it kept reminding me of Raining Blood.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was kind of the same thing. It was kind of a Raining Blood, and he actually did say. He essentially did say Raining Blood in the song. That was part of the lyrics in there.
Oh.
Like he did say something about Raining Blood, and I looked at it like, oh, it was like a nod to Slayer. Forever Raining Blood.
Okay.
Forever block the sun. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I picked up on that. Yay for me. So yeah, like
again, I can't believe I've never really listened to Testament. Pretty good. Exactly. This is why we do the things that we do. Yes, that's why. Thank you for saying that. Shout out to DJ Mike Franco.
So yeah, so like this one, I definitely felt like I agree with you. It was more intricate. It had a little bit more. It didn't feel like kind of that hokey feel to it. I just think that it's not so much my thing. But I still think that it was a good song. So
you don't like you feel about thrash the way I feel about prog metal. Basically.
I think so. Mm-hmm. Or maybe I feel more strongly because Have you ever laughed at prog?
Yes, I have. That band that we couldn't even finish the review, they're a prog band. Well, they were a power band. They were a power metal band. So no, I don't think I've ever laughed at prog. We did laugh at that power metal band though. That's why we just couldn't publish it.
That was before we were doing live streams for our reviews.
Yeah. God help us if that shit happened live, bro. Yo, can you imagine? Because I wouldn't have been able to.
We would have just pressed forward with it and just.
Yeah, people would have just had to deal.
But you know what?
This particular band was. Everybody was reviewing them. Everybody went crazy over this band. Blah 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 blah. Every reaction channel was reviewing them and doing the whole whatever. And shout out to all the other reaction channels. Check them out. Pink Metalhead. Who's the other guy? Who do we like? Who's the other guy we like? Pink.
Isn't it Hector?
Hector? No.
No, that was.
We have the guy's shirt, for God's sake.
Yeah, I know. I can't think of his name.
Have a dope ass day.
Yeah, I know.
Well, anyway, he doesn't need our commercial. Literally, their channel is like 5 or 6. He's at 1 million subscribers. So I'm sure if you're on our humble little channel, then you're on his channel. Anyway,
baby brain. I'm so sorry, guys.
The band was terrible. They were terrible, and I said these guys are trash. Oh no. Have you heard anything from them? No. Okay.
Alex Hefner. Thank you.
Yeah, it's Hefner. Alex isn't doing any more reactions. Really?
Oh, I wonder what he decided to do.
I don't know. Look.
We're going to need him to come back.
Look, I really think that the burnout occurs because the way that a lot of channels are structured is you have to listen to what's popping at the moment. How many times are you going to listen to Slipknot and like...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we get a good... I'm not saying we're better. I'm just saying, like, for me, it's one of the keys to longevity. Is I know every night something different's going to hit me.
Yeah.
I'm going to hear techno. I'm going to hear this. I'm going to hear that. We've been listening to thrash, new metal, all types of shit, even just tonight. You know what I'm saying? It protects you from burnout, in my opinion.
I think the other thing, too, is that I've watched them, like... a bunch of reaction channels, but just from what I've heard from other people, nobody gives like super low scores, and I like that I can score something a 2 or a -50, you know, if I feel that about it. So I think that adds to the, like, if I always had to give everything a high score, you know, if I always had to like everything, then that would make it.
But see, you get away with absolute murder when you diss on these bands, bro. I say I don't like John Lennon. People still haven't forgiven that shit. People still mad.
Yeah, and you remember the homie?
Still want to knife me out the street.
The homie that was like saying his personal opinion on stuff, and that people really murdered him in the comments.
Yeah.
And then he was gone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Peter S. Conrad. We appreciate it. So this guy, lyrically, he's talking about, obviously, World War III.
Really? What gave you that idea?
The end of the world. and it's really, you know, we've got the nuclear clock and we've got nuclear bombs. It's like, as I said, you know, on the Middle America channel, right now the proposed defense budget is $750+ billion, $132 billion of which is R&D, research and development. Which means that you don't have access to learn any of that shit. So, like, right now, there's people spending billions of dollars in some undisclosed island somewhere working on ways to more efficiently kill other human beings. And when you look at the type of material and resources Americans have access to, you just have... China's budget is, for fiscal year 2022, is 22 billion. 222 billion. We're at like 770 billion. You see what I'm saying? Like, nobody's close to us relative to that. So right now, if the world's gonna end, absolutely it will be us. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, you know, they don't even people aren't even capable.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's why I was saying, like, people saying all this shit about Putin. I was like, yo, you're an American. You can't say shit about people invading and killing innocent people, bro. I was like, how many bias does Putin have versus fucking America?
Yeah.
You know? I know people personally that have more bias than Putin personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, man. Like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be us. And I'm not saying that, like, that's because we're the worst people on the planet. It's because all of us are the worst people on the planet, and it just so happens that we have all the material.
Well, and it's not just that. It's that we refuse to look at what we're doing. We refuse to see our effect on the world. And, like, I mean, I think about it all the time. I was watching Orion. He was climbing up. He was climbing up on some furniture in the living room, and I was just watching him climbing around, and I was like, man, like, I don't have to worry that a bomb is just going to suddenly go off and I'm going to have to locate him all over the place. And I was like so horrified that, like, I come from a country that puts other people in that situation, and that there are actually bad people that we should be going after, but we will just bomb an entire area to avoid the conflict and just kill civilians and children and women and men that had nothing to do with the situation. And I'm like, as a mom, like, to be in that situation and to know, like, that's like so I don't know what you would do. Like, do you just associate from it? Do you over plan? Do you try, like, are you always looking like, that's my exit strategy, that's my exit strategy? Like, I do that in America, like, and I don't even necessarily need, like, if we go to a movie theater, then I always have an exit strategy. You know what I mean? Anytime or if we go to a show, I have an exit strategy. Like, anytime there's like a big crowd or whatever, I try to think of, like, okay, this is what my first move is going to be. This is what I'm going to do.
I know, like, I was just thinking about Elijah McClain. I was in Walmart today. I was thinking about Elijah McClain. And they choked that boy to death out on the side of the street. He was autistic, whatever. And then the cops that killed him went to the site where they killed him and, like, were choking each other, acting like it was like that shit was funny. And I talked to God in the cereal aisle of Walmart. I said, please don't put me in that situation. Because those people would die. I'd kill those people. I'd kill those people if they did that to my son. Like, and so I'm sitting there praying in Walmart, and I'm like, Matt, you know me. Mm-hmm. I was telling Lord, please don't put me in that situation. And he was saying to me, oh, so you would sacrifice your whole family, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah, we all gonna die. I couldn't deal with that. Mm-hmm. But the point is, I'm realizing that even that horrible response is still a privileged position to be in. Yeah. Because the people that we bomb don't even know who to kill. No. There's nobody you can wreak vengeance on. No. Because, no disrespect, but they're in a different age than we are. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing these people can do. You know what I'm saying? And so, like,
that's what I'm saying.
There's nothing to even, I don't even know how to process living that life, bro. Somebody can do that to your kid or your wife or whatever, and there's no, like.
And the thing is, like, then you have, what's his face, when he said, carpet bomb. Like, just the way that people talk about it. Oh, yeah. Like, it's nothing. Like we're just dusting fleas out of the way. I don't even understand, like, this level of.
Don't apologize, poli-sci. You being here was payment enough. Go ahead, continue.
You know, like, this whole, I don't know, it just seems, it's so dark and it's so cold. And, like, the other thing too that's like friggin' shocking to me is when you have, like, just like moms that don't care. I don't understand that. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I feel like that men can be more violent and men can be more like, we're accomplishing a purpose and not thinking about the children, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, no offense, but you guys are more militant than we are. But, like, women saying this stuff, women not caring that there's children on the border in cages, like, separated from their families. Like, I would die 1,000 deaths if my kids got, like, friggin' you went to Walmart and Orion's crying on the stairs because he didn't want you to leave. It's he's coming back.
That was, like, in my head, man.
He's coming back, you know, like
if I sent my kid to a store and he didn't come back, and then you showed up and you out here mocking my child, okay. I just wouldn't do it. That's like I told those cops to their face, that whole situation, right? I was like, yo, I see you out here, bro. I'm not pulling out my phone, bro. I said I shouldn't public, like, I'm not. But like I said, like, even that, we're so privileged.
I
Like,
know.
and I'm amazed at times. I'm like, yo, I can't believe like the entire world hasn't said, man, fuck these people, bro. Like, it's mind-boggling to me, like, that the whole world hasn't done that. You know, Putin kind of tried to do that. He kind of was, like, testing out the training wheels, and the Chinese were like, nah, bro. Not yet. The Chinese have a specific plan. They're trying to get to 2049. They're like, this is. But I just don't understand, man. I don't understand why. A lot of people don't know this, but Bin Laden, like, he had there's speculations that he had actually gotten the sign off from multiple countries to operate. And then Bush came out and said, if you're not with us, you're not with the terrorists. And not people that you would think backed out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And really, it was only Taliban-controlled Afghanistan and, by extension, Pakistan. And I'm not talking about, like, Saudi Arabia or whatever. Like, places you would not think were supposed to... You know, that's just speculation. But
Joe,
when we came out and said that shit, it was a wrap, bro.
I don't think that you're necessarily right that if women were running things, there would be less deaths. Because if you look at Hillary, I mean, she was like, if she would have gotten in, like, I feel like she just wanted a bunch of war. She did so much lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And the other thing too is if you look at, like, when women are set in positions that are typically dominated by men, then they almost act like they have something to prove instead of like being who they are. Like, they got to prove that they're like majorly badass. So then they end up going, I think, overboard. I'm not saying that happens in every situation, but that is a concern of mine. You know, and when we're looking at the different stuff, we're like, even, you know, like as small as in the hood when a girl joins up in the gang and the guys all know that at the end of the day, she's still a girl, but she goes out and she does some really crazy stuff because she's trying to really prove herself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's obviously a concern, but, yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't believe that the world is going to end in a nuclear holocaust, but that's because I'm a Christian. I don't understand, like, if I did not believe in God, I'd say there's no way. There's no way I'm going to die a natural death. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the only reason I believe that we're not going to all die in a nuclear holocaust is because I'm a supernaturalist, and I don't believe that we're out here floating around in the ether by ourselves. But best believe, man, God, or maybe them UFOs that have been, you know, because honestly, a lot of these UFOs have been, you know, it's around a lot of military shit, but a lot of it has been interfering with our nuclear capabilities. Like, one of them just came and shut down, completely shut down our entire nuclear. Really? It was in, it's out there or whatever. And, like, so I don't know. Maybe that is God, like, protecting our. You know, maybe you know, it's speculative, but maybe all this UAP stuff is God's folks, and, you know, they're appearing in ways that we can understand.
Yeah.
You know, because we're all mature now. We don't believe in we don't believe in angels and stuff because we're so intelligent. But I don't know, man. I look at myself and I'm like, I advocate so much for pacifism. I do not own a gun. But I'm such a conflicted person. And I never want to act like I'm a better person than where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So even though I speak for pacifism and things like that, and I will say there have been times in my life where I've been tested and I've done okay. Like, if somebody threatens your life, like boldly threatens your life, you're supposed to get at them. And so, you know, people threatened my life and I didn't get at anybody. You know, I just kind of stayed there. I kept my peace, whatever. But when it comes to my kids or comes to you guys, I've failed every test relative to that. So my point in saying that is to be like, how fragile all of this shit is.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And how quickly everything can turn. I remember one time you were pregnant. I think he was pregnant with Orion. Remember that dude, like, ran back at me or whatever, and he was doing all this. I was like, what the fuck? I got out the car. I was like, yo, what you on, boy? Remember that time?
Oh, yeah, he hit us.
Yeah, it's like, you hit us. My wife was pregnant. And he was doing all this. I'm like, what the fuck? I got out of the car. I was like, what you
did,
on?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, well, chill, whatever. And I got back in the car. It's like, yeah. And God was like, yeah, man, you a gangster. What if you had a gun, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit can, like, that, man. Like,
Oh my gosh,
like
that would have been so
it's
horrible.
like, yeah, your pregnant wife could see you get shot and killed. You know what I'm saying? Great. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
all right, tough guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not tough, man. Like, you just can't control your emotions. Like, that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but anyway, my point is, like, here I am with, like, all this knowledge about how important pacifism is, and, like, I really believe it's the only solution for all this shit. And I dwell on it all the time, but then I get tested, and if it's you or the kids, I'm literally like 0 for 10. So it just makes you just go, damn, man, I don't know. Like I said, were it not for God, I just feel like we'd all be in a nuclear holocaust at this point. So, yeah.
Yep. Oh boy.
Okay. So we've got one more. We've got one more after you judge a song. What do you give it?
That topic is so stressful. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, this is an 8.2.
I love this, man. I love thrash metal, dude, and they did really, really well with it. Really, really well. It was like they had the fight fire with fire vibe, all that shit. So I'm gonna give it a 9.6 for me. It's a 9.6. I really, really enjoyed it. All right, dear listener, we got one more song. Shout out to the big homie DJ Franco.
Next.
Avenged Sevenfold is up next. Austin, while you empty your bladder, we're going to go on commercial. Also, I have a very disgusting story about Muhammad that I'm actually not going to tell you. Because I don't want to gross story out, and I don't want you guys to think badly of Muhammad. Peace be upon him. Commercial break. We'll be right back. Completely irrelevant. Holy shit. I'm Vin.
I'm sorry.